Thanks for joining me today at InvestorIdeas.com, Cleantech and Climate Change podcast, looking at today's problems and solutions for the future. I'm your host, Dawn Van Zandt, founder of InvestorIdeas.com, and hoping to share our way of making a difference in climate change. While everyone was buzzing about Bitcoin and EV stocks, the solar stocks over the past 5 years have really turned heads and made some serious gains for investors. After getting hit hard by COVID and supply chain issues, they've really become some of the big success stories in the market. And based on most of them beating recent earnings estimate, this sector will continue to shine. According to a recent article on tipranks.com, Steve Cohen, the billionaire chairman and CEO of global asset management firm Point72, built his fortune using a high-risk, high-reward strategy, and he evidently thinks the solar industry is a place to be right now. He recently loaded up on two names operating in the sector, Sunrun Inc., trading on the NASDAQ, RUN, and Solar Edge Technologies, NASDAQ, SEDG. Moving forward for Sunrun, looking at the data from TipRanks, based on 10 Wall Street analysts offering 12-month price targets in the last 3 months, the average price target is $40.70, with a high forecast of $65 and a low forecast of $31. The average price target represents a 71.88% change from the last price of $23.68. Solar Edge Technologies' 5-year total return is 543.3%, according to Finbox. Enphase Energy, trading on the NASDAQ ENPH, according to a recent article in Benzinga, has outperformed the market over the last 5 years by 119.59% on an annualized basis, producing an average annual return of 127.75%. If an investor bought $100 worth of that stock 5 years ago, it would now be worth $6,349.24 based on the February 27th, 2023 close. And according to TipRanks, based on 20 Wall Street analysts offering a 12-month price target over the last 3 months, the average price target is $303.74, with a high forecast of $365 and a low forecast of $250. The average price target represents a 43.57% change from the last price of $211.56. First Solar, trading on the NASDAQ, FSLR, recently reported earnings and said in their release, "We finished 2022 with a record contracted backlog, a significant pipeline of bookings, opportunities, and a strong balance sheet placing us in a position to respond to emerging opportunities," said Mark Widmar, CEO of First Solar. This momentum is driven by our points of differentiation, including our unique CDDTE technology, vertically integrated manufacturing process, domestic production, and commitment to responsible solar. We enter this year in a significantly stronger commercial, operational, and financial position, and increased R&D investment, new domestic and international capacity coming online, and a new Series 7 product. For investors, there was also a new solar stock listed yesterday on the CSE, Solar Bank Corporation, trading symbol CSE, SUNN. Their IPO traded between $175 and $2 on its opening day and closed yesterday at $190. Solar Bank is an independent renewable and clean energy project developer focusing on distributed and community solar projects in Canada and the U.S. The company develops solar projects that sell electricity to utilities, commercial, industrial, municipal, and residential off-takers. The company maximizes returns via a diverse portfolio of projects across multiple leading solar markets, including projects with utilities, host off-takers, community solar, and virtual net metering projects. Looking at the past 5 years, solar stocks remind me of the movie While You Were Sleeping with Sandra Bullock. Her character, Lucy, is obsessed and in love with the comatose patient, waiting for him to wake up and recover, and meanwhile, the brother, the guy meant to be for her, is right in front of her the whole time. Sometimes, as investors, we're just like Lucy, waiting for our stocks to wake up and recover while there is something right in front of us even better. Maybe investors need to fall in love with solar stocks all over again. That's it for today. Do something great for this beautiful planet each and every day. To hear more Cleantech podcasts, visit the Cleantech and Climate Change page on Investor Ideas. You can find it on our top template. Also, Investor Ideas has a lineup of other podcasts and themes, including the AII, the Crypto Corner, our cannabis podcast called Cannabis News and Stocks on the Move, rated one of the top investor podcasts in the sector, Play by Play, a podcast looking at sports and esports news, and Exploring Mining. To listen to any of our podcasts, visit our podcast page on Investor Ideas at investorideas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can hear our podcasts on Spotify, iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Google Play Music, and most audio platforms available to you. If you like any of our podcasts, we would appreciate you recommending them or reviewing them on your audio platform. And to help you follow and track Cleantech and renewable energy stocks, Investor Ideas has created a directory of publicly traded stocks in the sector. You can find that by going to our homepage, looking on the sidebar and looking at renewable energy and environmental themes, and you'll find our stock directories there. Investor Ideas does remind all of investors to read our disclaimers and disclosures on our site. You can find them at investorideas.com/about-disclaimer.asp. It is important to read these. And this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products or services or securities. Investors are reminded that all investment involves risk and a possible loss of investment. Thank you again and have a great day.